The press and the media were always going to be very interested in what happened to Harry during the ceremony of the coronation. After all, he published a best-selling book which was very critical of the royal family. And yet, here he was turning up to a very important ceremony, which places the importance of the royal family at the heart of the Constitution of the United Kingdom. So there was a psychological problem here, because in turning up, you accept the importance of the royal family, and you swear your allegiance to the royal family. So there was a tension and there was a conflict. On the other side, the royal family had the problem, they have this very, very important critic in their midst. We saw some of the psychological tensions being played out on the day of the coronation itself. Where Harry sat in the ceremony, a lot of press speculation over the fact that it was the same row as Prince Andrew, a lot of press speculation over the fact that he seemed to be relatively isolated throughout the day. In terms of his taking part in the ceremony, he didn't seem to be surrounded or talking to a lot of members of the royal family, he didn't seem psychologically anymore to be embraced into their bosom. If anything, it seems to be a slightly standoffish relationship. He also left early. The excuse being that he was trying to make it back for his child's birthday. Some people would argue that there is a psychological significance to this, because what he is saying is he places his close, intimate family relationships as more important than his relationship with the royal family. You put your allegiance and your sense of service to the state, and to the king, above everything else. That has been the core tension between Harry and the royal family. The fact that it was played out yet again, suggests there has been no reconciliation, no rapprochement. And it leads some people have a psychological bent to be pessimistic about there ever being a possibility of a reconciliation between these two parties. In William's speech, much has been made of the fact that he emphasized the role of service in our relationship with the royal family. Some are wondering if there was a pointed, slightly critical reference to his brother Harry's different relationship with his understanding of how it is to be a member of the royal family. There is an important question mark over to what extent is William laying out his territory of what kind of future king he will be. In mentioning the word service, is there a pointed criticism towards Harry? A coronation is a very fraught occasion because of the huge potential for things to go wrong. And if things go wrong, in some sense, the massive media attention does mean the whole thing can backfire. Prince Andrew represents one of the key things that could have gone wrong. And there is very much a sense in which psychologically it looks like the royal family masterminded the whole thing, because actually, Prince Andrew has attracted very little media attention and very little criticism. The reason it's been masterfully handled psychologically is if he was completely absent, that would have drawn a lot of attention and perhaps criticism or gossip and rumor. And if he had played a role whereby it looked like he was actually taking some attention away from the king, or William, for example, then that would have brought a lot of media attention and possible press criticism. But in fact, the coronation has come and gone very smoothly, nothing much appears to have gone wrong. For more, subscribe to 24 Hour News.